Hi there everybody, so this is a video that talks about the vMix and directions more or less on how to get started in there, how to bring in image sources, how to bring in video sources, audio sources, transitions, text, and how to record. So this is in preparation for project 1. So I'm going to try to get into that program right now. So when you download your vMix, make sure you get the full functioning version. You should be able to do unlimited sources basically. If you get one that only allows you to do like 4 sources, you've got the wrong one. Alright, so I think that's the number 23.0.0.60, and this is the layout of the program. Let's see if I can, yeah, so, okay, basic layout here. In the upper right hand side is the program monitor, so whatever's on the program monitor is what's going to be seen on your recording, or if you were to be streaming, it would be what's being seen on your stream. You could actually change the name. I'm going to change the name here. It says blank. I don't really like that. I like to call it program. So using the gear icon, I can just click in there and change some of the input settings, and I can make it program. I could also manipulate some other things, but I'm just going to do that for now. Okay, so you just change your name and then you close your box and it should take it. Alright, and then this big screen on the left side, that is what we call our preview monitor. So again, I'm going to go ahead and change the name. You don't have to do that, but it doesn't hurt, and it'll help you learn a little bit about the gear icon. And there are other things in here that allow you to look at waveform monitors, allow you to look at safe area, which is something that has to do with title. So it's nice. That's something I really haven't played with before. Alright, moving down to this section down here, we can see, I wish I could, I have to squeeze this a little bit so everything fits within the box here. Yeah. There, I think that does it. I think you can see everything now. Or can you? Sorry, one more try here. Alright, I'm just trying to make it all fit. For some reason it's not capturing the entire screen. I got this stuff down to the bottom, which I don't want. I don't know how to get rid of it. But there's an easy way to do it, and somebody knows how, but I don't know how. Okay, moving right along. So down here is basically where we keep the source material that you're going to be using. Currently there's nothing in there. There's a variety of different colored tabs here. So each one of these tabs, as you'll see shortly, can be used to sort of manage your media, so to speak. Right now, the only 2 sources are program and preview, which is kind of redundant because it's just a black screen. Anyway, that's our bins where we keep our sources, and over here is our audio controls. There's nothing in here right now because we don't have any sources that have audio. This little selection of buttons here is the transition buttons. Okay, so these are going to allow you to transition with different types of transitions. Cut, fade, you can fly, you can do all kinds of crazy things. And the FTB, I don't know if it works. For some reason I haven't got it to work, but I'll try it again today, see what happens. Okay, let's go ahead and import some sources. Alright, so we're going to go add input. So if you just click add input right there in the middle, it'll open up the main interface screen, which gives you all of these types of things that you can add, from a video source to DVD, which I'm not really sure how that works. List, to be honest with you, I'm not sure how that works either. but I should learn camera. If I had a camera linked into here, I could include the camera. I could include my camera from the webcam. That is a possibility. NDI desk capture, that's something that is really cool. If you have like multiple computers on your router at home, you can pull the feed from all those different computers if they are on the same router locally. So if you had like another laptop and you had, you know, videos playing off of that, you could actually make that as one of the sources. Stream SRT, those are some other features that you can pull in off the internet. I'm not really expert in that at all. Image sequence, I believe that's for, I was just talking to someone the other day about this. Image sequence, it's like when you have an animated transition or something along those lines. You can bring that in. So like when you have a special effect, when it transitions to a replay, you might have an image sequence that you need to bring in. Video delay, I believe that just gives you some options on actually delaying your video, which is could be useful when you're streaming. Again, okay, so here's image. This is our main one. You can see there's a bunch of things that have been brought in recently. So these are all images that I've imported in previous attempts. The difference between the image and photos is quite important. Image is bringing in one photo at a time. Photos is bringing in a whole folder full of images. So for this purposes, we're going to use image only. I'll just finish up the list here. You can bring in a whole PowerPoint project, which is really cool. So say you made a whole slideshow of PowerPoint, just pop it in here and you can advance through it at your will. Color, I'm going to go ahead and pick a color because I want to use one of those. I want to use black. I always want to have a black source available to me. So you can see right there. Maybe I'll change the name of it. Just call it black. Black. Paint it black. All right. And then audio, that's where we're going to bring in our music. Audio input, this is how to bring in a variety of other audio inputs. A title, that's going to be where we create our title graphic, or if you wanted to identify a person, you can create a lower third. Flash, I believe, brings in flash video. I've never used that. Virtual set is another thing I've never used, but looks pretty cool. There's a bunch of pre-built virtual sets. In order to do that, though, your source would need to be, your person who's on camera would need to be in a green screen or a blue screen type scenario. Web browser is pretty cool. You could just type in a web location, like I don't know. Let's type in YouTube, for example, .com. I don't know if this will work because it's very limited. Let me try. Let me bring in a real thing and bring in the real thing. Like, for example, and as if those weren't the greatest things ever. Let's see, I'm going to switch user to, I don't know what this stuff is. Alright, I don't know. Here's the thing about, Steely Dan, is one of my favorites. I always got to pick a Steely Dan. Alright, so there's there's a URL there. So this is the URL. I'm going to copy that and I'm going to pop it into the URL here, and it's bringing it in at 1280 by 720, which I don't know if that's okay or not. We'll find out. So let's see what happens. There it is. Okay. What happens when I go to it? Oh, there it is. Okay. See, the fact is, it's okay, actually. It's filling the whole screen. You could actually, there you go. Now you're looking at a website. I don't know if you can hear this because when I shared, I'm not sharing my screen. This isn't Google. Anyway, cool, right? All right. One more thing. Let's see. That's awesome. Awesome. Video call. That's a way you can actually have people call in using just their iPhones or something like that. It's kind of like a Zoom, but it's more of a direct routed call into this particular piece of software, which is excellent. You could have, I think, up to 8 callers at the same time. 8 callers. Yeah. All right, so that's a lot of information. Let's go back to the basics here. Add input. I just wanted to show you this. If you just use this little arrow up here, it gives you sort of a shortcut, which you may want to use. So I'm going to go ahead and try the shortcut. I'm just going to browse to the location that I have my images stored. I had it on the desktop, and they were labeled California images. I think I've talked about these before. So I'm just going to open them up. Unfortunately, you got to kind of open it up one at a time, which isn't ideal, but I think the reason is, well, there may be other ways to do it, but that's the only way I've been able to figure it out, one at a time. Be nice to be able to add more than that. Could bring in a whole folder. Anyway, as you can see, there's really limited space on my screen here, so it's bringing all the images in. It just kind of stacks it into that little bin, which can be a little bit hard when you're actually doing the production. So that's why I'm going to recommend maybe using some of these other tabs. We're going to look at that in a second. So the last one I brought in was California road trip and itinerary. So here's another way you can do it. Just go images, browse, Napa Falls Swan. You gotta hit OK. You can do all of these at the same time, Tammy. Let's see. I don't think that did anything. I want to get rid of that one because it's duplicated. I want to get rid of it, so you can just hit close down here. That gets rid of it. All right. So let's add. I like the shortcut again. We're going to go back that way. So we're going to look at Napa Falls Swan, and then a couple more. Let's see, a couple more images here. I really like that surfer one. And let's go ahead and add Yosemite. Can't go wrong with Yosemite, right? All right. So what we did is we added some images. Now I want to add a couple of video elements, just in case you guys want to use a video. Pretty simple. Again, you could use the shortcut here and browse to wherever your file locations are. And again, I have those particularly stored in this California images. I identified it will only bring in a video clip. It won't. If you try to bring in an image under the video clip heading, it won't bring it in because it won't accept the file type. So you can't mix and match types of the media. Okay. So I just want to bring that up. So I'm bringing that one in, and then let's bring in this other one, and then we'll do it this way this time. Actually, we'll do it the other way. So going through the more open thing. Video is the first one up top. Browse. And we'll bring in production ID. All right. Last thing I want to bring in is music. So I'm going to go to audio and browse, and again I have a piece of music putting in my music folder. It's called Kamiko. It's really pleasant. Hit OK. All right, so now I have all of my sources. I have all of my music, and visually I'm ready to go. Audio wise, I'm pretty much ready to go. The only other thing I want to add now is the title. So let's go ahead and show you how to do the title real quick. So to do a title, again, you go to Add Input. It doesn't give you the option, it does give you the option. See if I do that. No, it doesn't. I mean, it gives you some options here. Let's see if I click that, what happens. All right, so there was one I already had stored in there. I'm going to close this. I don't want to confuse you too much. Let's go the full route here. So you go add input, title, and that opens up all these templates. So you can use any one of these templates if you so choose. Or There's a ticker, which is like that little bar that scrolls along the bottom of your screen. There's some scoreboards that are pre-built for like a sporting event. Some other options. So the GT text is the one that I find the most used for like a title. If you want to do lower thirds, you will do something else. There's also something called title in here, but it's just lower thirds, so I don't really understand why they call it title. Anyway, there's all these other options. This picture-in-picture kind of deal. Social, all of them all together. So I'm going to go back to this one. I just want to use this one here. Let's just go with that one there. It's kind of pre-built. Just select it, you hit OK, and it immediately opens up a text box type of interface. So it's asking you, what do you want to put inside your title? So I'm going to go ahead and type in California nature, because that's kind of what we're talking about. To me, the font style doesn't look very good. It doesn't add anything. It's very plain. So I'm going to try to find something that's more suitable to the message or the theme of my show. So I had one the other day. It's kind of cool. So you could select one and just kind of take a look at it. That's better. Let's try one different one here. I'll just leave it be. Yeah, I kind of like the Gaudi. That was a nice one. Gaudi. You ever been to Gaudi Honda? All right. Say I wanna make it a little bigger, because it's a title. I really want it to stand out in this particular case, but I could change the I could maximize the font size, and the maximum amount it goes to is only 72, but you could still make it larger. You just hit this font size increase. It automatically stacked it for me, which was kind of nice. It recognized that it was falling off the edges, and it automatically stacked it. Just pretty cool. Okay, let's go ahead and take that. We'll keep it. So I know we're having a lot of information here, but say what would be nice is I want to do a little closing graphic as well. So wouldn't it be nice if I could just copy and paste this graphic here and then type in my closing graphic? Well, you can. It's just a little bit of a convoluted situation. You have to get to the gear down here, and how you want to do it. You want to. I wish they just say copy or something like that, but they don't. They call it create virtual input. So it's basically, it's going to duplicate what's on there already. It's a duplication feature. But create virtual input allows you to duplicate. So I pressed it. Now you see there's two text boxes. Once I have the second one, this is where I want to put my closing credit. And if I right click, that'll open up the option to do title editor. And here I can enjoy the California beauty. All right, hey, we're here, might as well enjoy it. All right, so we pop that up there. Yeah, you know what the other thing is, I don't really like the color. I really like to put a little color on here. There was a nice gold. It actually stored it for me here, which is nice. I used it earlier, so it recognized that. I really like that so much better. It's so much nicer. And then we'll do the same thing with this one. Just want to change the color, so you just go in here. You can pick any one of these colors, but this happened to be one I used earlier. So there's a lot of really smart, intuitive things in this program. Timer, ticker, data source. So you could actually link up data sources like an RSS feed, which is amazing for a product like this. All right, so let me just show you how how the title goes over. Let me pick a different image here to put on program. All right, so let me just loop this here too. Right now, that's your image, right? For overlays or keys, we call them keys in the business, but a lot of people call them overlays because it makes more sense. But a key is what we're going to set up here. So I want to set up this key, and when I float over it, you'll see a little message comes on, turn on or off this input to use as an overlay using overlay 1 transition effect. So if I simply press 1 down here, it's going to bring it in. That's beautiful, right? But once I've assigned that graphic to be number 1, I can also turn it off and on up here, which is really helpful because if you're dealing with stuff, say up here, you're trying to manipulate, or you got stuff in the other bins, you can still just press 1, and you're going to have your graphic assigned to that. And this one I'll just make it 2. All right, so same thing. If I'm on some other, off in some other tab, and I know I need to bring in my closing graphic, I can pop that in right just like that. FTB, I don't know why it doesn't work. It's really annoying though. I really wish it worked because it's very handy thing to have, but for some reason it don't work. Anyway, we're going to go back, and I want to take the graphic out. All right, let's just maneuver the items around. So again, first bin, this gray one, has everything. Say you want to move it in, so I want to put all my still images in the red. So let me see if I think I could do that a number of ways. I could assign it there. I think that works. Let's see if that works. Yeah, it does. Okay. So you could do this is a video, or I don't want to use that. That's not a still. This is a still. You could just drag it and drop it. That works as well. That works just fine. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking all my images and I'm dropping them in the red bin. And bam. And I want to take my videos and put them in the green bin. And where's the other video? Where's the other video? There's 2 videos. There's the lady walking. I don't know where it is. Christopher Walken. Let's try to load that video again. Brr. California video clips, and there's the girl walking. It's a really pretty shot. All right, so there she is. So I'm going to put her in the green. Once you've done all that, I'll get another indicator down here as to which bin it has been relocated to. The text I haven't selected yet, so I'm going to go ahead and put the text in the yellow bin. Both of the text items, but they don't really need to do that, just because. For our purposes, I'm going to keep the music in the same bin as the visuals, because I know I want to play that music right off the bat. And also I'm going to change the name of that music file, just because all this business don't help me much. I just want it to say music. And you'll see why, because now over here in our audio mixer, you'll see that there's 2 audio sources. One of them is coming from that Steely Dan song, but I'm not going to use that. So I could keep it here, but I can just kind of minimize it. If maybe I can't. There, I did. When you right click on it, it closes it up. So that's kind of nice. Maybe I will use it at some point. But so the music, I I threw it in the red bin, and I'm going to put it right at the beginning. I didn't put it in the red bin. Red rum. Where's the music? I guess I didn't. It's helpful if you have a larger screen to work with for this guy. So let's put it in the red bin. That's another way to do it. So, all right. So I want to put it right at the top, so you could actually also manipulate exactly where your stuff is. You can drag and drop it. It's kind of hard to tell, but trust me, I'm dragging it and then I'm dropping it. So the first thing I want is video, black screen. Next thing I want is my music. So I'm going to put things in order how I want them to go. And let's see, is this a good order? Yeah, so that looks fine. I'll go with that. Okay. So I guess in my head, I'm deciding what I want to do. After this one, Not a False Swan, I'm going to go to the videos, which is on the green. And then I'm going to come back to here. And then go through that in order. All right. So anyway, I was talking about the music. Playing the music is you always want to start it. Usually, you want to start at the beginning. If you hit the little icon down here, the playhead icon, it'll play it. But there's a couple ways where you actually have to turn on the audio channel, and there's two ways to do it. One of them is to hit this audio icon button down here, and that does it. So that may be one way to do it. It might be more convenient to do it that way. Or, you might have another person who's helping operate your system somehow. So you could also turn it on over here. I don't know, I just love that music. It just puts me in a pleasant, happy place. I wish it would just stop though. When I restart it, don't play. Is there an option for that? There's always options. I don't want to automatically play with transition. I definitely don't want to pause after transition. And you can go in here and you can actually get a mixer. So you can change the gain. If you have a quiet source, you can gain up. You see that yellow and the red? That's bad. You don't want to go that high. You always want to stay around -6 at the most. You can delay it if you want. The main thing I wanted to do is just this little icon allows you to go full screen, and you wouldn't do that now. Yeah, that's the only thing I don't like. I wish it would just pause when you restart it, but looks like you have to hit the pause button. Okay, so your audio is ready. We set the levels. When you see the audio coming through on the master, then you know you're good to go. All right, so let's look at all our video elements again. So we're going to go into black, start to show in black. So you just simply click on your source, and then it puts it in the preview monitor. If you want to put it on program, you could hit cut. All right, so our next thing we're going to do is actually, you could do this. So this is what I would do if you're getting your stuff ready here. Put your first video element ready, and then, either way. You could do that, and then you could, when you're counting your show in, you always want to kind of think about counting your show in as a start. So that's what we're going to do when we produce shows. I'll run through it here. Okay, this is how it typically would go. I'll give you some directing commands that we would use. I want to make sure my audio is turned on for the music. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Say ready theme. 4, 3, 2, 1. Theme full. Preset image 4, fade in, and I'm not hearing it, so I've already made a mistake. So we'll scratch that one. Let's see. Okay, let's start over. Let's reset that guy. It's one of those things you gotta keep a careful eye on. Why you don't behave? There it is. Okay. So again, let's put our audio on. Let's preset our black. Let's put our black online. All right, that's our first image. So I'm just going to play the music from down here and see how that works. Yeah, there's a real tendency for the machine to turn the audio off. It happens on the live stream studio as well. So just got to watch that. There may be a setting that you can change to make that better. Alrighty, here we go. So again, you want to make sure that audio is lit. So lit. Alright, coming up in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, ready theme, preset image 4, 3, 2, 1, theme full, fade in, insert graphic 1. Alright, preset image 5. So that gets put in the preview monitor. And let's insert graphic out, and let's dissolve to image 5. Preset image 6, and dissolve. Ready image 7, and take. Alright, let's preset our video. Video number 1, video 10. And let's fly that in. We're going to fly it in with a fly rotation. There we go. Fly it. Alright, let's preset our video number 13. I always want to make sure it's queued up in the front here. When you see these numbers, these are counting it down. 13. That's actually counting it up. This number down here is counting it down. When it gets to 10, it's going to turn to red. That's an indication that it's going to run out. You only got 7 seconds. 6, 5, and dissolve to the next video. You always want to get out before the end. Alright, and then I said I want to go back to the surfer image on my red tab. So he was down here. Okay, preset image 8. And let's fly him in. Fly him in. Alright, she paused. That's not too cool. But alright. And preset image 9. And let's dissolve to it. And let's insert our last graphic onto. And this is the hard part, is fading the audio and the video at the same time. Let's fade out our music, and let's fade to black. Oop, I forgot to take that guy out. Okay, and then we would, that's my rehearsal, so I'm going to do that one more time, and that will be it. So how to record these things. Excuse me while I take a cup of coffee. And I have to start my office hours in 4 minutes, so I got to get this done. All right, record. There's a little icon here next to it that shows you some of the settings. So the size, the aspect ratio is something you want to make sure it's either 1920 by 1080, or you could use 1280 by 720. Those are kind of the two most commonly used ones. Frame rate, I would go with just NTSC 29.97p, that stands for progressive. The bit rate and the profile I don't mess around with. You could, I guess, if you wanted to get a smaller file size. Right now it's just putting it in this directory under the C drive, vMix capture. That's where my recordings should end up going. And it's recording output 1. There's ways to record multiple outputs, which is pretty cool, but you have to set that up. Okay, that's good to go. So now simply, let's get everything ready. I want my black on screen there. Okay, all right. I'm going to go ahead and actually put my first video source up on preview, so I have it ready. The music, actually I want to check the music. Let's put it back to the beginning. So we are at the start. Make sure your little audio is selected. It's always going to jack you up. And then we can put our preview back there. Remember, I could set off the music down here, or if I did have it up here, I could set off the music up here. And you could do it play automatically with transition. That might work too. Let's rehearse that. If I say play automatically with transition, then when I fade it in, it should start playing. It's playing. It's just really kind of delayed. All right. Oh, but then the audio popped out. And I don't know where the audio is. Oh, there's always funkiness you got to deal with. Okay, I'm going to go back to the original method. Sorry, putting black on program. Black is on program. Okay, let's record. Stand by to record. And okay, we have speed. We are recording. All right, let's preset our first image. And is music ready? Music's ready. Audio looks good. Okay, stand by. Coming up in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Ready theme. Preset image 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Theme full. Fade in. Insert CG. Oh, I didn't. Okay, bust. We gotta start over. You know why? Because I forgot. I had faded the music down. So I'm gonna stop recording. We'll do another one. Okay. You go back there. All right. This will be the one. Take that graphic out. All right. And here we go. Let's record, please. Okay, we are recording. We have speed. All right. Black is online. Beautiful. Music is ready. Beautiful, hopefully. And our first image is ready. Okay, let's go in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Ready theme. Preset image 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Theme full and fade in. Insert CG 1. Preset image 5. And insert out. And let's dissolve to image 5. Preset image 6. And dissolve to image 6. Ready image 7. And take image 7. That's a cut transition. Okay, let's preset our video. Let's make sure it's at the beginning here. Alright, and let's dissolve to our video. Let's set up our next video. And you can see down here again we have the countdown. We're at 20 seconds. 19. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's dissolve to the walk-in shot. Christopher Walken. And I know we wanted to go back to our surfer boy over here walking the beach. 8 seconds left. Stand by to fly in the surfer. Then fly in the surfer. Alright. And preset image 9. And let's dissolve to it. And let's insert our last graphic. Insert it, graphic 2. Alright. And let's preset black. I might duplicate the black and put it at the end there. And first let's fade our music. And let's fade to black. Oh, I always forget to take out the graphic. And let's stop recording. Okay. There. Boom. All right. That's essentially what you're going to do on your slideshow. You can do it. And if you can say the words I'm saying, more power to you. I know we haven't talked about it very much, but that is part of the directing commands. So before we go anywhere, before I leave you, let's see what the final product looked like, shall we? So I'm going to go down and try to locate the project. I know it was under this vMix capture window, and it must have been this last one. So it gives you a number. You could rename it too, but I would recommend you probably rename it. So I think it was the last one here. That was the best one, 10:29:56 a.m. So that was capture 8. Let's go ahead and open it up and let's review our work for the day. Alright, nice, looks good so far. Oh, one more thing I wanted to show you. Oh, it's actually playing it right now. Let's see how it goes. Should come up any second now. So remember there was that black in the beginning? Okay. There's the tunage. Alright, anyway, it worked. Okay. So it's there, looks good. One more last thing I want to show you guys. You notice all these black spots above and below and to the side, especially on a lot of these images. So this one's perfect. It fills the whole screen. I love it. One thing I should have done. I don't like that fact that there's a lot of empty black space on the left and right. Again, you can change that really quite simply. If I can maneuver this damn thing correctly. Can you just behave? Okay. Okay, so yeah, let's find one that has the black borders. Okay, this one has black borders. Let's see. If you just use the gear icon here, and go to position, it allows you to alter the position. You could make it smaller, or you can make it really big. Basically, or you can zoom, one aspect or the other aspect. When you start doing that, though, you got to be careful, because then eventually you're going to end up making it look funny. So I'm always really cautious about adjusting just the X or just the Y axis. I usually try to bring them together. So this one allows you to do that. You just hit zoom. All right, I filled it in. There you go. Now much better. Next one, I'm going to fix the next one. It sticks me right in the position. Boom, filled it in, fixed it. This one, hit the gear icon, zoom it in. Boom, fixed it. All right. So, and then finally, there's one more here. Gear icon, zoom, boom, fixed it. And then this one has an upper-lower situation. So. Same deal, only you zoom it in a little bit. So it shows you the transparency behind it too, so it's good to know. I think there was a PNG, that's why. And then I think our videos, you do the same thing with the videos if you want to change the, anything on a video, if it's coming in the wrong size or something. You can manipulate it, just like the government manipulates all of us. No, just kidding. All right, that's it. When you're done, or even while you're playing along and you're recording, you want to save your projects, and you could save it wherever you want to. Maybe you want to save all your projects in one common location. I call this I call it vMix Slideshow demo, and I put it in the same folder as California images. So that's good. Already exists, you want to replace it? Yes, this one's better. All right, and then yes, you close your vMix. And then if you want to come back later to work on it, you just find your project, California images, and you can actually just, I believe, launch it right from your project window there. You double click it, open it up, and everything will come back laid out correctly. Or will it? I'm late on my office hours. I need to go. Okay, just wanted to make sure that works. And it takes a few seconds to load up. Yeah, there it goes. The length of the loading will be directly related to the speed of your computer, I believe. All right, that's all. I'm going to stop recording now.